I've been thinking a lot about what's been going on with the world. I know a lot of people are aware of the Russia and Ukraine war, but people also forget that there's also another war going on between Ethiopia and the TPFL. It's kind of funny how biased we are in this world. But anyways, what I wanted to talk about is essentially, should more countries have their own nukes? Now, you might be thinking to yourself, that is a crazy statement to make. The last thing we want is many countries having nukes because some countries might end up abusing it, aka North Korea, aka, well, Russia hasn't used it yet, but they've been threatening people with it. And I think that's the reason why, many other countries haven't intervened the way that they should. I know because of NATO and all that stuff, but Russia is getting away with a lot of things that they technically shouldn't have. And it's simply because they're threatening nuclear warfare. Now, I was thinking to myself, if Ukraine had their own nuclear arsenal, would Russia have been so bold as they are now to invade Ukraine? Chances are no. And that's why I'm starting to think maybe other African countries should have nuclear weapons of their own because, let's face it, we're seeing the way a lot of European politicians are talking. There was a recent European politician from Germany, I believe, who started describing Europe as, a garden and the rest of the world like jungles. And, they feel like, it's their duty to... It's weird. We've had so many weird right-wing politicians saying some crazy stuff. People are talking about the return of the empire, things of that nature. And it's because they have more arsenals. Europe has their own nuclear weapons. Russia has their nuclear weapons. China, India, North Korea, and obviously America, they all have nuclear weapons. And that is a great card to have if you want to push people around and make them do the things that you don't want to do. So this action that I believe Russia is doing in Ukraine is going to foster an era of nuclear weaponry. Many other countries from the Middle East to Africa countries to many other Southeast Asian countries are going to be seeing what's happening, and they're going to be thinking to themselves, you know what? Ukraine is taking a massive, attack from Russia simply because the other countries don't want to intervene and cause a nuclear warfare. But if we had our own nuclear weapons, they wouldn't be trying this shit with us. So I feel like a lot of these countries are probably now working on their own nuclear weapons, mostly as a deterrent to keep other countries away and to protect their own sovereignty. But it could also be a great catalyst for virtually the end of the world. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think that we're entering into a dangerous era, or do you think I'm probably overthinking this? Let me